Well, welcome everybody. Glad you're here for the November energy update with Master Energy Healer and New Paradigm Shaman Bonnie Serratore. And my name's Caroline, and we're going to take a look at these energies today. And I'll also just quickly say, if you've got a question, an issue that you would like some help for, Bonnie's going to do a group clearing for us near the end. But I always do a channeled answer with some energy work for a question that someone puts into the chat. So just write that in, and please be specific. If you're having trouble, say with your job, just say, don't say I hate my job, say something more specific, like my boss is an absolute bear, he's horrible, I need the job, I need the dough, what am I supposed to, that kind of a thing. Be specific. Doesn't have to be really long. And then Paro, who's on Bonnie's team, is going to choose somebody at random, and then that person will get the channeled answer and some channeled wisdom. And for that, the collective, the group I channel, beautiful higher beings, they call in each person's spirit team. But that energy goes out to everybody. It's there for everyone. So Bonnie, we're waiting to hear about November, and let us know what's going on.
Yes. Okay. So November, when I was tracking the energy, I saw these like energy frequencies, like rain. It was rain, but it was very intense rain, and literally it would hit the bodies and pierce it right on through. Right deeply into that energy. I just want to back up a little bit. We were just talking about, Oceana and I and Para were just talking about dreams. Like we're all having very vivid dreams and remembering them, and they're just out there like weird. As we were talking, I started seeing, okay, yeah, there's something about what's happening on the planet that's also affecting dreams. So this, I really want to make it really clear too, that when I look at the energy for our energy updates, my focus is always on healing. So this is why when I'm looking at stuff, we're going to be talking about, the benefits of what's happening, how we can utilize the times and energy for healing. I'm not looking at other things. So just to be clear, that's where my focus is. Mm-hmm. So when I look at that energy of the rain, I can literally see it as it's like these light things coming in and piercing. Literally, it hits the body and almost like burns it. Okay, like burns, but it comes in and it's hitting the subconscious. It's hitting all the chakras, and what it's doing is it's waking stuff up. It's activating things. So I think too, like when we think about the dreams, or having the dreams that we're having, and just the experiences of what we're experiencing out in the world, what we're seeing and hearing and witnessing, and it just feels like everything's almost like in a chaotic state when we start looking at the energy, like the natural disasters, the intensity of storms and hurricanes, and from the East Coast, and there's just different major things happening planetarily. And I just want to say something about years ago. This was back in like 76, when I was getting information about the planet, humanity, the world, and what was coming. I was being shown about the future, and what we're experiencing now is what I was shown. So it's happening, it's coming to fruition. And back then we were told, because we channeled, my sister and myself, we channeled. We were dealing with all kinds of energies, getting information about the future. And, then we were told about how it'll become a time when we really need to be community. It's about community, working together rather than the whole separation thing. Coming together in the world is what's going to be necessary for people to navigate these times that we're coming into. And I also want to say that I've been tracking energy, and I was looking into the future just last year of 2026. And, it's like a couple of years back, I was looking and going, 2026 is going to be intense. So, we got some really dark times coming, really intense times coming, and we just need to be ready for that. So the focus on, the energies that are happening, and when we understand what's occurring, it makes it easier for us to navigate. You know what I mean? It's like it makes this easier to navigate. And in the navigating, then we don't take it so personal. We're not like, oh my God, I'm a victim, poor me. No, it's always about the waking up. It's about the soul evolving. And that's what's happening. People, you can't evolve if your body is still holding on to all these misperceptions, beliefs, conclusions, the carryovers from all our past incarnations, whether on planet Earth or elsewhere. It's like these energies have to be revealed, they have to come to the surface. And in that coming to the surface, then we are able to face stuff and go through it. Okay, so that's what everything is about. The universe is supporting us, even though it may not feel like it. The universe, our own higher levels, our God self levels, also levels, superconscious levels, all of these aspects of us are working very hard to help us to reveal what's within and to face it, to go through it. So here we are in November, and the intensity, that piercing rain, again, it's all about piercing in, hitting into, hitting those places in the subconscious. Think about this. All the chakras are holding energy. They're holding all our past lives energies. They're holding all emotional energies. They're holding, the traumas, the crisis, the PTSDs, the horrors, the victimizations. And we can't be in open heart experiencing unconditional love when we are in an angst, when we're holding on to wounding of any kind. So again, think about it. We got this piercing rain coming in, piercing through, the physical body, coming into the energy, into these chakras, piercing right into those chakras and activating the energies that are in there. Okay, so think about that. Okay, if you got all this unconscious wounding, let's use that first chakra, life, death, survival. That's getting hit really hard. Think about it. For many peoples in the Americas, there's food insecurity happening by not having their ability to have the SNAP program. Now, some really truly deserve it, and of course, there's always those who don't. But still, it's everyone is getting punished for that. Okay, but think about it. You have hundreds of millions of people in that system, and they won't be having food. Okay, so what's it hitting? Life, death, survival. People, this is what it looks like. What we're experiencing, this is what that piercing rain looks like. That's what's coming of that. It's bringing up the intensity. So it's going to be reflected in the world, and we're going to begin to experience that insecurity. Okay. So think about it. Here's your first chakra, life, death, survival, all those survival issues. Now we got this piercing rain. So whatever you haven't been clearing up, whatever you haven't been facing, surrendering to, knowing yourself in, it's going to be hitting those energies and bringing them to the surface, revealing, showing. Again, you can keep refusing to go through it. You can keep refusing to face these energies. And as long as you do, you're going to be in a state of survival. I guarantee it. Okay. So here's what happens. Let's say you got all this survival energy and you're experiencing that food insecurity, but you realize, this is the soul's journey. The soul is here to wake up and to evolve. The soul is here to unravel and clear and heal all that subconscious wounding. So now you're willing to face it. Now you're willing to come in. So you let yourself go through these emotions. Okay. You're going through the intensity, the fears, the horrors of, even the death that you've experienced through, food insecurity. I'm just using that as an example. But now you go through those, you let yourself surrender, you go through it. It's intense. It's horrible. You feel, all these tragedies, these horrors, death, dying. Your heart is shattering, breaking, but you still go through it and you still keep opening. And lo and behold, you go through, and pretty soon that energy is not there anymore because you have felt it and known it at a soul level. And what happens is, so for some reason, somehow, you don't know how, but some kind of miracle, something occurs where you're taken care of. Okay? You're taken care of. Okay, who knows what that is, what it's going to look like, but something will shift, because think of this: energy attracts like energy. Okay, if you've got those traumas inside, that trauma of, the life and death insecure, you have this wounding. So what's going to happen? The energy draws it like a magnet to you. Okay, when you shift it and that energy changes to a higher vibration, the energy has nothing to attach to. There's no energetic draw, there's no magnetism. It's over. Something different will begin to happen. Okay, now, that doesn't mean that your next piece, whatever that is, isn't going to come, because it will. It will come to the surface, whatever that is. So we're in the acceleration. There's no lag time now, people. There's no, oh, I got, 6 months, a year of, having this shift happen and everything's hunky-dory. No, you got that piece. Oh, but the next piece is coming. Okay. So that's the acceleration. And we're all in it. Okay. We're not going to just, think that we're just going to come out of it simply because we don't want it. No, everything is about facing ourselves. Everything is about knowing ourselves in these frequencies, in these wounded places, in these unconscious places, to the point where we have to face it. Okay, so that's what this is about. That piercing rain is coming in. It's piercing the subconscious. It's piercing the chakras, and it's activating everything within. So you're going to be on a wild ride. Okay, November is a wild ride of intensity. So again, I'm going to say it again, thousands of times I've said it: do your inner work, change within, change what's in your subconscious, and your entire reality, your world, your external world will change as well. Okay, that starts to shift. It reflects where you are. It's reflecting your wounding. It's reflecting, your belief systems. It's affecting your conclusions, all of it. Everything is being affected and activated. So when you understand who we are, what we're doing, we're not just these humans on planet Earth, living in all these tragedies and, some great suffering. We're souls that are actually evolving and waking up and becoming even more consciously aware, heart more open, more light. Okay, and when you think about it, God, creation itself is that high vibrational frequency of unconditional love. Well, that's what we are in the core of our being, in the core of our, deep inside. We all are that light. We all have that light, and that light is unconditional love. So we want, we want to be able to live in that way. The new paradigm, that's what this is all about, is the transition from this, the hell realm, so to speak, the hell world we've been living, into a new paradigm where it's more heart-centered. Okay, it's more about connection rather than separation. It's like me against you or you against me. No, it's not about that. It's about connecting, seeing each other as equal, seeing each other as mattering and important. So this is the journey, and this is what it does look like. And we're all in it. There's nowhere you can't go anywhere. I go out of outer space, it's still happening. Okay, so it doesn't matter. And you leave the body, it's not over, because when you come back, everything that you still have will still be there. Okay, so if those are thinking, I'll just check out and come back, come back another time, it doesn't work that way. Okay, it means everything is still be there. You'll carry it over like we've been doing. All this stuff is carryover, people. All we're doing is recreating scenarios to activate the wounding in this lifetime. There's nothing new here. We've experienced so many things, and all that wounding is still there from the past. And so it's not new. We've done it before hundreds and hundreds of times, and here it is again. So I'm just going to encourage everyone, do your inner work. Right, Caroline?
Oh, help me back up. Thank you so much. I had to jump out for a moment. Absolutely. What I love about what Bonnie's saying is that this is about you and me anchoring these higher energies into ourselves, into human consciousness, into the earth. And a lot of people will say, and I don't blame them, I thought we were supposed to be in 5D by now. I thought this was supposed to be a wonderful time. Well, the thing is, we can't experience that before we're ready. And Bonnie just pointed out, if you're vibrating over here, you're going to draw in something that's very, very similar, whether that's this old shock, pain, upset, anger, whatever it is. And as we move up, then we can create a higher and better world. It's created through us. It doesn't come to us from without. It can't do that. The universe won't work that way. So, yeah, there's some interesting questions in the chat. Like Anna is saying, Bonnie, she's saying, what's the point in doing anything if your higher self has signed you up for agreements that you're not aware of? Okay, but there are clues, right?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. It's not that your higher level signed you up. You signed yourself up. Here's what you don't know. When we're in that in between, when we leave the body and before we come in again, somewhere in that space, we are reconnecting with our soul family. Okay. And we're making agreements with each other. And those agreements are always about healing, people, unraveling, waking up. Okay. So we make those agreements. What's happening is of course, we come in, we forget everything. All right. But what's happening is our own higher levels are helping us to fulfill those agreements. Okay. So stop thinking that your higher levels and all these aspects of you are trying to hurt you or punish you. That's not what's up. They are helping us to evolve. It's just for us. We don't understand all of that. We don't know how it all works consciously, but we did agree. And we agreed because we want to be free. We want to be liberated. We want to expand into the light that we actually are. We want to reach those states of true unconditional love that we are in the core of our being. The light is within everyone. Everyone is unconditional love. We act out and we have all these reactions and belief systems based on, woundings and misperceptions and conclusions. If we were truly more evolved, we would understand always that, it's not, your actions are not about me. Like pretend like for me and Caroline, let's just say I get mad at her and I want to stab her with a sword. Okay. It's like, I'm in that lower form of consciousness. She did something, so now she deserves to be punished. Okay. Those are belief systems. But if I were in that awareness and my heart's open, I go, she's doing something because of something in her, not because of me. Okay. But the whole thing is we take things personal and it's not personal. There's nothing personal. Everybody's wounded, people. Everybody. We're the walking wounded. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And it's always being exposed, but we don't know that. We don't understand that. We think something happens and it's like, what we do is want to make it somebody else's fault. You're hurting me. You're doing this. Why are you doing this? God is punishing me. It's like, stop it, people. Stop the blaming. Okay. We agreed to have experiences to activate this wounding so we could come in and feel it and know it and release the energy and be done with it. That's what we're doing here. So don't be thinking your higher levels are, trying to hurt you or punishing you or doing things behind your back, so to speak, that you didn't agree to. But I just want to say really quickly, Caroline, remember when I got that scam happens a couple years back? For 1 second did I think, I've been, something, why this happened to me? I knew I called it in. And on my drive out to California, I'm in Georgia, on my drive out to see my family, I'm talking to my own higher levels and saying, you didn't have to sucker punch me. And they said, oh, yes, we did. Yeah. So.
Yeah, boy. As deep as the wound will go, sometimes that's how deep the triggering situation will go.
Because it has to get activated. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, it's intense. I've had intense stuff happen. Probably there'll be a few other intense things happen.
Yeah.
And no, it's not fun. It absolutely isn't fun. And yet, when I think back, I still have moments like what Bonnie is saying, where I just want to punch this person who is such a jerk. And then I think to myself, look, that twit was accidentally doing you a favor. You know, just stop. In other words, stop fighting what you yourself called in, like Bonnie's saying. And
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, they're not going to hit a button that doesn't exist. It was there when you were born, you know?
That's right. That's right. Because there's no reaction in a button that doesn't exist.
No, right. Yeah. Like we were talking about, I think a month or two ago, that some people get really upset when their team loses. I can't even imagine giving a damn who wins, NFL or NBA. They all look like talented athletes to me. Let's just have fun, play the game because we love it, even though who wins is controlled by the betting dark network or whatever. I mean, I don't understand it. People will, particularly men, will just be torn up because their team didn't win the championship. And there's something going on there. Maybe they fought wars where they lost, or they were in a competition against somebody, could have been in the 1400s and they lost and their family was horrified and shamed or whatever.
Yeah.
And they come in with that and they got to face it.
Yep. But unfortunately, the world's asleep. The world's asleep, unfortunately. But we're doing our best, right, Oceana, to help bring awarenesses.
Absolutely. Okay. Wow. So Kelly's saying, is the goal to experience oneness and merge with our true home, or are we here to embody as our true highest self?
A little bit of both. So we're here to, ultimately, when that heart is open, we no longer need to reincarnate, okay? That means the wounding, the lessons, we've evolved to a state where we're reaching the level of awareness and the high vibrational frequency of creator consciousness. And as we're navigating as we get clearer and clearer, we are literally in the world in a different way than we've ever been. And we're no longer playing the game of life, meaning the blaming, all the conclusions and beliefs and things that are not true and real, but we're living more from a heart-centered place, which is actually the new paradigm, which is that 5D reality. So yeah, the intention, the desire is we are here for a bit of time as the heart's opening, and then as we truly evolve, we merge back into the oneness.
Yeah, wonderful. Really wonderful. Now, Heiligen Freiheit, I think is how you say it. I'm sorry, I'm half German, but you'd never know it. Is saying, but the higher levels can be under attack as well? Question mark. As well as psychotic. Isn't it an artificial structure then? And we are actually pure consciousness trapped in spirit, soul, mind, body. That's interesting. I mean, sometimes people's spirits are really damaged, or their soul is.
Yeah. Yes, there are many people that have gone psychotic because of the damage. Okay, it's the journey of the soul, and ultimately, in time, the light will start to penetrate even the psychotic energy. And as that happens, then the energy frequencies that cause that, wounding, the intensities, those energies will start to be, how can I say, not erased, but neutralized. But that could take a very long time. And ultimately, yes and no. We are souls, okay, but we're highly evolved consciousness. But as we've attached to the physical form. So even when people die, who do they see? They see the reflection or the energy of what the person looked like. Okay, so even when we die, we are still attached to our physicality. We still identify with the body that we once were, the last body we had. Okay, it's only when we finally start to drop that body and go into the higher vibrational frequency of the light and make new agreements and contracts that we're in a higher vibrational consciousness. Okay, but once again, the moment we come back in to the physicality, we lose all of that. We are no longer remembering all of that. And we come in, and then once again, we're hitting the density, and all the energy frequencies that we were carrying are now still attached. I call it, the energy frequency of the carryover is attached to your all that emotional angst is still a part of the frequencies are still in that soul imprint. Okay, your soul imprint. So when you come back in, there they are again. Okay. It's only when we're no longer identifying with these forms like me, Bonnie, Oceana, it's like, oh, we become pure consciousness in a sense. But even in that state of consciousness, there is still an awareness of other. Okay. And this is where we're making those agreements. And then we come back in because we can't stay and sustain that high vibrational frequency because we still have all these emotional energy frequencies still attached to us in that, the soul imprint of the soul. Okay. So that's why as we clear stuff by facing the wounding and the pains that we've lived, we become more and more and more and more and more heart-centered. We become more and more in physicality, physical form, that unconditional love. Okay. And that's the goal. I mean, it's not really a goal, but that's the journey and that's what we're all doing. But we're all in it together, people. It isn't just me or just Oceana. We're all in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope everybody will listen to that explanation Bonnie just gave us a couple of times because there's a lot there. There really is a lot there. And I know people will feel like things have been put upon them. But the thing is, we're always seeking healing for any aspect of ourselves, physical or non-physical, that is carrying something that's dense and difficult. And it's an old pain, and yeah, we're here to heal our souls. Absolutely. Anna's saying, I was recently told I signed up for unrequited love. My love life so far has been painful and unfulfilling. And I'm not sure you signed up strictly for unrequited love so much
Right.
as healing for that and just carrying love within yourself and not needing it to be mirrored back, which is a
Right.
huge issue. But
yeah. So think about this. Unrequited. See, everything is a belief. Everything's a wounding. Okay. So if you're experiencing that unrequited love, you've already experienced it. The pain of it is already there. You're being asked to know yourself in requited love. Okay. What that means in my world, in my healing, and what I know to be absolutely hands down a fact is go in, embrace it, feel it, know the intensity of that unrequited love. There's so many other pieces, a part of that experience. When you know it though, and it's shattering and devastating and heartbreaking, it's like, but you're going through the pain, you're knowing it with full awareness. And then it starts to unravel, dissipate, dissolve, and be gone. And then you're no longer in a state of pain because of unrequited love. You did it. You went through it. You now know it. Now you know an aspect of creation that you didn't know before. It's all about knowing if everything's creation, everything, okay? Unrequited love, abandonment, rejection, betrayal, everything, okay? Now you're knowing it. You've just opened up your whole energy field. Your light got even brighter, more vibrant. No, you're no longer having that same pain and angst. Oh, you are completely changed. Whoa, life is pretty astounding. Colors are brighter. Whoa, I'm more present. I'm in my body more. Wow, how cool is that? Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic. And that's what we're here for. It sounds
That's what
like
we're doing.
hold our breath till we return to the non-physical where everything's wonderful, but that's not it at all. This is a journey you and I chose, and
Yeah.
it's got a lot of big stuff here. Yeah, I'm just looking at different comments. Yeah, okay. Let me see here. Abigail saying, Bonnie, I have been just healing and healing and healing and healing, throwing myself into every emotion, LOL. Okay, then you're doing the work. Then you figured it out,
Yeah. So let me say this. I started my work in 1984. What year is this? 2025. I'm still doing my inner work. Okay. And I've been committed. Okay. Think about it. We got hundreds of lifetimes of all this angst, all this crap. Okay. And if you think you're going to come in here and cry a river a couple times and be healed, not.
Probably won't do it. No, not quite. this is interesting that Caroline, I think, she's an energy worker in another country. She said, I just experienced grief of a loved one and the intense feeling of guilt, like I could have healed her. And it's true. I have to just allow those feelings. It feels huge. Yeah, I don't think the weight of anybody's soul is on you or me. It's
No,
still.
it is not. Absolutely not. But the emotion that you're feeling is your reaction. Your reaction is the key to coming in and finding the deeper wound and unraveling it.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Going straight down the center. And what have people done for centuries upon centuries, but gone to drink or drug or trying to amuse themselves or getting angry at
Anything to
everything,
get away from those feelings, okay?
distract from the reality of what we came in for. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we came in for joy, but sometimes you got to walk the path. You know, when people say sometimes the only way out is through, I think they have a good point there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to go through, it's like I learned how to go through back in 1984. This is why I'm where I'm at. I mean, I was completely shattered, broken human. Couldn't be in the world. Okay. So shift happens.
Let me ask, if this is too personal a question, let me know, Bonnie, but have you come to the point where you look at the people who abused you when you were a child, who created that feeling of desperation, and actually thanked them or said, okay, I get it,
Oh yeah. Way the heck back. Yeah. There's nothing in me that wants, there's no blame. Okay. I've seen so much stuff, people, you have no idea. I track everything. So I track to see, what are we doing as souls? What agreements are we making? And I saw, like with my grandmother, it was actually only a few years after I started doing my healing work that I connected with her at a soul level. But I also saw and realized and understood that the love was profound, and that's what happens. There's such a profound love that they're willing to hold that polarity, to be the torturer, the punisher, the one who causes great suffering. Okay. So there's not, it's not about anybody else, people. It's like we're doing a soul dance with everyone, and it's all about us waking up, and we're all in it together with the same desire, which is open the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely right. Wherein the world tells us to close it and try to fix everything without our action. And that's never going to work. No.
Doesn't, no.
Excuse me. Okay. So, Paro, I don't know if you've chosen anyone for the channeling. I might have to use a cough drop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I can tell you're having.
Yeah.
Paro, are you there? Where is she? I don't see her. Huh.
If not, I can choose someone. Just
present. Where is she? I don't see her.
Randomly.
I don't see her.
I don't know.
Maybe she got, I don't know what happened, but I don't see her. Paro, are you there? Do I need to send an invite? I don't know. Huh.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and just do what we got to do, because I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask the collective, choose someone. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. If you want, write in your question again at the bottom. And so there's a physical healing request. I'm just looking at. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they chose one. This is Mayra saying that I need help clearing whatever in me attracts people, past and current, partners with severe alcohol and substance abuse. I don't do either, but would love to stop attracting that. All right, hon. Okay. So everybody, if you can just go into your breathing for a moment, and this energy work is for everyone, and ask the collective to come in, please, and speak through me. Greetings, friends. Breathing in to a count of 4. Breathing out to a count of 4, and connect those breaths. Just a cyclic breath. It goes in a cycle. Well, greetings, dear ones. We are, as always, very pleased to have this time to speak with all of you today. And so this dear one is asking to clear whatever in her attracts those who have severe alcohol and other substance abuse. Let's call in this dear one's team. We're just going to listen for a moment. Is this an old pattern, we're going to ask? It is. Why is that? Okay. So part trauma, part desire to heal because you've been a healer in a number of lives, dear one. And people would come to you in one of your lives. You're an indigenous healer, and people would come to you asking for help with this, either for themselves or a loved one. You feel it's your duty. You're still drawing them in, yeah. But there's a mix-up here, and that these are romantic partners. Yeah. So you started out in life, in quite a number of lives, with one or both parents being very addicted to different things. Okay. So sometimes some of them, they did love you in some of these lives. So of course, as with most people, then the mix-up comes with, well, this is love. This is who I get love from. And again, they're saying this compulsive need, this absolute need to heal and to bless and to save these people from themselves. In a roundabout way, you're trying to save your child self as well. Yeah. Okay. Were these old soul contracts, old commitments? All right. Anything else going on? Okay. Yeah. You see it. There's a community that depended on you. All right. All right. Can you come forward, please? Old agreements, soul contracts, promises, old oaths, vows. Yep. Old bonds and pacts. Come forward. And you're going into that white flame. We'll bring in the cool transmuting violet fire of Saint Germain as well for this dear one. Now, we see the subconscious arguing with us and saying, oh, no, this is our job. This is our job. Shining a light into that subconscious. Can you give this up, please? This is old hat. This isn't for current life. Anybody in there pushing this one to continue trying to save people this way? Draw them in, save them, keep them safe from themselves. Time to go. Come on, friends. Time to go. Yeah. Open that portal into the light. And we're going to take all of these promises. All right, subconscious. I'm showing them images. This dear one deserves to be free of all that. She's not here for that now. No. No. Come on. It's going into the white flame and the violet fire. There we go. This goes across all time, space, and all universes, and any earth, any planet, any parallel. Black holes, wormholes, all realities, all existence, all experience, all realities. Now look. We see you. We see you. Those promises are over. You see that? You see that? Wounded child self. All right. All of you into the circle of light, please. We want you to toss all the trauma, the shock, the feeling of they would love me more if I healed them, the feeling of, oh, I have to heal myself. I have to do it in the context of being attached to somebody who's an addict. All of it goes into that beautiful white flame. There we go. Toss that heavy sack of old pain and trauma. What we would love, dear ones, is for you to pull that, actually make that motion with your hand, pulling that heavy sack of trauma. It's just old dust and ashes. Fold that off of your shoulder and toss it into that white flame right in front of you. Doesn't matter whether you can image or not. There we go. Wonderful, beautiful tall angel here with a huge broom. And she's assisting, sweeping all that into that beautiful white flame. Wonderful, wonderful. Look, all of you come forward right now. We're opening a portal. Look up into that light. You've got to stop bothering this one to draw in people who have addictions so she can heal them. That's not her job in this life. No, and not for a partner in particular. Yeah, we see you. You were this dear one's partner in another life? Yeah. Come on, loved ones. You come forward, please, dear ones. Take these ones by the hand. Tell them how beautiful it is in the higher realms. There we go. Time to go home. You're done. We see all those promises? Into the white flame. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the time, space, the experience, the reality, the existence. It's all done. All universes, all realities. Come on. You're finished with this. All right. Who are you people? Is this a religious order? That's over. You saw those agreements go into the white flame. Come on. Come on. Time to go home. Stop tracking this still one. No. Stop surveilling. Who are you people? No more. No observation, no experimentation. Where are you from? Finish. Come on, let's go. Into the light, all of you, into the light, closing that portal. Even had a bit of ET interference, pardon. All right. Pardon. Putting a mirror up in front of the still one. Now, see if you can get a sense of yourself without the need to heal somebody, without the need to feel guilt about what you suffered as a child, what you could not prevent, hating your own vulnerability or regretting it or whatever. Yeah. I'm just speaking with your higher self for a moment. Yeah. All right. Give us that belief. This is what I'm here for. We're here on earth to protect and to love and to heal everybody. Come on, it goes into the white flame. Because in this case, it's a particular slant, a particular outlook with that. That's actually harming this Del one. Because it comes down to the savior-victim idea. Yeah, that's the old paradigm and it's done. Come on, let it go. Very good. Let go. Open your hands, Del one, like this. You're just letting go of all that. Love does not equal saving someone. It doesn't equal suffering because they don't know how to get healing for that deep core trauma that has pushed them into addiction and a lot of entities sitting in their energies as well. They decided to come in and go along for the ride. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. Yeah, we see the connection, dark forces. We see the connection. Yeah, you're draining your life force. Yeah, you see that? Permission to send them in the light, please, Mother. Thank you. Closing the portal. So dark forces was having a bit of fun as well because then they spread more pain to you. Yeah, all that. Come on, everybody. Nope, not who you are. Not who you are. We're not taking away your identity. We're not taking away your life force. The idea is to replenish it, all right? Let it go. It's not who you are. It's not who you are, dear ones. Let it go. There we go. Into the white flame. There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'll hold you in that cool violet transmuting flame and in the emerald green ray of Archangel Raphael and his team of healers. They're healers here as well. Very good. And we see you on a deep level deciding I can give this up. Now, because the neural pathways, the brain is very used to being connected to people who do too much drinking or drug or whatever it is they're addicted to, you may still feel sometimes drawn to those people, but keep your eyes open. You will know what you're doing. You will realize this is the old cycle. We want you to turn as if you were actually speaking to somebody else, and that somebody else is your past self. And all these past life selves that we're working with right now in that circle of light. And you can say, look, I'm not that anymore. That was never me. That was a sort of costume and makeup I wore for a few roles in different lives, but that isn't me. I only draw in partners who are beautifully healthy and joyful, and maybe if they're addicted to something, it's chocolate chip cookies at Christmas time. Nothing more serious than that. All right, Delwan? And just tell that older self, I've changed. I've really changed. And now what we see is your child self racing forward to be picked up and held by you. And we want you to make a motion right now. Pick her up and hold her. Tell her, I'm not going to let this happen again. I love you too much. Now that little one is getting smaller and smaller and smaller until she fits right inside your heart. And anytime you feel drawn to somebody who you know isn't right for you, but you've got that inexplicable pull, you're going to say, put your hand on your heart and say, I'll keep you safe. You're all right. Now we're going to quickly ask your team What about entities who love to connect with people who are addicts? All right, from this life, from other lives? Tens of them. Okay. All right, we're going to open that portal again. And you'll see Bonnie do this as well. She does a lot of these wonderful processes. Our writer asked to integrate into our own work, and we're honored to do so. But what we want now, all of you, we see you. Loved ones, can you come forward for these ones, please? Who are always falling for the guy or woman in the crowd who drinks too much or does the drugs or addicted to sports, whatever it is, on TV. Yep. Come on. Come on, dear ones. It's not your body. You cannot remain. You cannot remain here. Look up into that light right now. Look up into that light. There we go. Loved ones, please tell them how wonderful it is, how much you love them, you've missed them, how beautiful it is in the higher realms. That's it. Okay, that's fine. If that's what you're attracted to, you'll find plenty of people in other worlds, other dimensions you can talk to. Yeah, if you want to be healed from that, you can. That's up to you, but you've got to come out of this body, all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we understand. We understand. There's plenty of that. If you like to drink yourself, there's plenty of that. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Yes. Ask for healing for that. Come on, dear ones. That's it. That's it. There's a lot of them. All right. Come on. Yeah. Could you assist, please, emissaries? Thank you so much. These ones are kind of, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Into the light. Into the light. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Any remnants of any parents, grandparents, any relatives whatsoever still have their energy stuck in this one. There we go. Yeah. Into the light. Okay. Thank you. Closing the portal. We listened to this a few times, still one, and Bonnie also has on her site, bonnieserratore.com, really wonderful clearings for negative relationship patterns, addictions, etc. And we would say, listen to those and invite Bonnie in each time, because what that can do is support you in releasing false identities, entities sitting in your energies, family patterns, old vows, oaths, commitments, promises, soul contracts that you have to save people, or that all your worth is being with somebody who's an addict. All of that, the self-esteem, the sense of self-worth, all of that can be healed. But you're on your way, dear one. You're doing fine. Wonderful. So we send much love, many blessings, and we'll bring our writer back now. Namaste. Okie doke. Thank you, Mayra, honey.
That's good. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do a brief clearing for everyone. And I'm going to see about pulling out a lot of the emotions, especially energies that are actually not yours. Think about this. You got all these entities, you have other people's emotions in your energy field. So when you have a lot of wounding, it's going to feel overwhelming simply because it's not all you. So I'm going to see about clearing out some of this, all that energy that in the subconscious so that you can navigate this time forward. All right. So this is for everyone. If you can, lay down, ask for my presence to be with you. And then I'm going to, using the energy frequency of that piercing rain, okay, that's what's happened. And I'm going to actually utilize that energy to come in and really start to help that move. Okay, help moving that by utilizing the actual energy frequency that's assisting, it will help move energies. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go right down into the subconscious, tracking the energy frequency of that piercing rain, getting a sense of how it's coming into your energy, into your subconscious, into your body, into the chakras, literally coming in to the deeper areas within, piercing through. I'm going to actually help it pierce through, bringing that piercing rain coming in, in. And I'm going to use light spears to actually help it come in even further. We want it to come in because it's going to activate energies, but I'm going to go in and start releasing some of the anguish, some of the pain, some of those really intense emotions that are still lodged in there that, again, like I said, are not you. Okay, good. Coming in, light spears coming in. Bring that white flame in now. White flame, white flame, white flame, white flame, white flame, white flame. Coming in, I'm going to be blasting that, letting that white flame blow up like dynamite in that subconscious, in the subconscious and in the chakras. The chakra system is going to come throughout the entire chakra system. All levels, all the chakras. Yep, there we go. Light spears coming in, white flame coming in. There we go. Coming in, bombs going off, blasting, dynamite, shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. Release, release. Now energy will be releasing. These are energies that are actually not yours. Energy frequencies, emotional pain, emotional angst, emotional frequencies that are not yours. Releasing, release, 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 release. Letting that light come in, shining light, 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 all the way through the entire being, entire body, light body, American body, astral body, etheric body, mental, emotional, physical body, all levels of who you are, come piercing all the way through. Good. Now even blasting again, white flame coming in, light spears coming in, different areas, the different chakras, into the subconscious, into the all levels of who you are, piercing all this black energy, dark energy, negative energy, the poor me energy, the victim energy, all the hatred energy, all this denial energy, all frequencies that do not belong to you. They're not who you are. They are not of love and light. They are not of the light. They are not your true being, your true essence. Coming in, shatter, shatter, shatter. Blake, there we go. Break it up, break it up, break it up. Release, 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 release. Coming in deeper now, even deeper into these areas, piercing through into the chakras, piercing all that dark energy, all that black energy that's trying to come to the surface, piercing through, blasting, shattering, breaking up, blasting, shattering, breaking up, blasting, shattering, breaking up, even more, blasting, shattering, breaking up, blasting, shattering, breaking up, blasting, shattering, breaking up, blasting, shattering, breaking up. Good. Now clear, clear, clear. Release, 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 release. Moving, 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 moving. Releasing even more energy frequencies, more wounding, more pain, more heartache, heartbreak, the pain of the physical body, pain of being alive, pain, anguish, despair, helpless, hopeless, despondency. Despondency, victim, 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 clear, 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 release, 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 light. Now light coming in, light, even more light. I want now the light of the all that is, God, creator consciousness, pure unconditional love and light coming into these places, into the chakras, into the subconscious. Now coming in with that frequency and drawing out like a vacuum, pulling out all that debris, that shattered energy, that old ancient energy carried over, and also other people. Let's get the discarnates out. Start moving out discarnates, casting these discarnates up into the light. Get them out of the body, out of the subconscious, out of the chakras. Blasting, don't belong here. Done. Agreements and contracts now null and void to allow these beings to be within. Taking care of them, protecting them, carrying their load. All these different frequencies that you've agreed to experience, and then become the victim. Releasing out. Releasing, release. And any other frequencies, dark force, powers of darkness. That's it. This dance is done. Releasing minions, servants, demons. You have all these energy frequencies coming from the powers of darkness. All these castings and hexes and charms and voodoo, witchcraft, sorcery, wizardry, black magic, all these energy frequencies, Satanism, done. Out. Agreements and contract null and void. Bigger picture. We are done here. Done. New paradigm. Bright light. Energy frequency of the new paradigm shining brighter and brighter and brighter. Blinding. Bright light. There we go. Now releasing energy frequencies, powers of darkness coming out. Energy black energies coming out. Depths into despair and helpless and hopeless. Poor me, forsaken energy frequencies. Release. There we go. Open. Oh, even more. That subconscious. The chakras again, blasting them again, all the way through. White flame. Shatter. Dynamite. Blasting. Blasting these energy frequencies. And I'm releasing. Release. Clear. Now white flame from the very bottom of the feet all the way to the top of the head. Burning hot, blasting hot. White flame. Burning these energy frequencies into ash. and the ash just float up and out, right up into the light. Release, 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 release. Into that subconscious first chakra, life, death, survival, blasting, blasting, ancient old stuff, ancient old carryover, shatter, 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 shatter. Blasting, 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 shatter, 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 shatter. Release, 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 release. Releasing lots of old emotions, energy frequencies, carryover, and other people coming out. Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. There we go. Light, 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 light. Clear, clear, clear. Release, 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 release. Blasting again. Come in again. White flame all the way throughout all the entire chakras. The seven main chakras coming through. Blasting, blasting. Dynamite again. Blow it up, blow it up. Shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. Into the subconscious. Shatter, piercing, piercing, piercing. Yep, that piercing rain coming into the subconscious, piercing through to the depths, into the deepest, darkest recesses of the subconscious, the most ancient aspects of the subconscious coming in, piercing, 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 piercing. White flame, white flame, white flame, blasting, blasting, dynamite, explosion, explode, explode, explode. Release, release. There we go. Shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. Good. Energy is moving. Good. Dark energy is moving. All this black energy, all this emotional energy, emotional angst, emotional pain, emotional suffering, beliefs, conclusions. Clear, 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 clear. Shatter, 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 shatter. Release, 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 release. There we go. Good. More light now. More light, more light, more light coming in. Brighter, 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 brighter light, 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 light. There we go. Light, light, light. Now coming right into your divine light, coming right into you. The frequency of your real true self, divine energy, creator consciousness, pure love and light inside of you. Activating that light now, let it get brighter and brighter and brighter, expanding from within, expanding, there we go, getting brighter, 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 unconditional love and light for yourself, for all of humanity, for creation itself, for all things. Love and light, unconditional love and light, expand, 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 expanding into your whole energy field, out into the light body, meric body, astral body, etheric body, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical body, into the aura as well, all the way through you. Love and light, love and light, love and light, the pure energy, pure consciousness of who you are, literally coming through. Light, 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 light through your cells, your blood, your bones, your tissues, finite levels, neurons, photons, atoms, all the way through. All levels of you, organs, all levels of you, being blasted with the frequency of pure love and light, all the way through, shifting, changing your experience, shifting, changing your beliefs, shifting, changing, all the wounding, the misperceptions, beliefs, conclusions, shifting, changing, release, 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 release. Energy is releasing, release, 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 release. Clear, 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 clear. There we go. Good, 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 good. Now pulling more of you back in, more of your own energy, your own essence, soul pieces, soul aspect coming back into the body, pulling you in, more of you landing more deeply inside of the self, anchoring you in, see the soul, anchoring you in. There we go. Good. Landing here. Somebody for the first time. Good. More. There we go. Beautiful. Good. Now just let go of all images, pictures, let everything go. Bring your awareness right back into this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes and be here now.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. That was brilliant. I saw stuff leaving my energies, sometimes people, sometimes just energy forms, and it was just amazing. Yeah, brilliant.
Yep. Very
really
cool.
cool. Yeah. I would say to everybody, listen again if you can. Just invite Bonnie in and higher levels in, and she'll be right there and assist you. This is the perfect time to release things that don't serve us, because in autumn everything is kind of releasing. The leaves are letting go of the trees, and
exactly. It's that time.
Just let go. Yeah, absolutely. Before we start the new year, it's probably, you can make a list of things you want to release. And you might think, oh, that'll be impossible to forgive everybody who ever acted like a jerk to me or whatever. You can start the process of releasing them, and releasing the idea, the disconnect that says, well, this is something that just happened and I hated it. And connect the fact that maybe I knew this person in another life. Maybe they were doing me the favor of showing me something I needed to heal, and on and on. it doesn't have to be difficult. Jenna's saying, powerful releasing. I will watch again on replay. Fantastic. You know, a lot of people have written issues in that, that, you know, Bonnie or her people can help you with. If you want to do a private session, go to bonnieserratore.com. Or just use one of their group energy clearings. They do them live, and then they are in your sort of your vault of clearings and recordings on the site, on the member site, which is free to join. And yeah, you know, Lisa is saying that she feels like there's a dark energy around her in her home lately. Have people been saying that to you more lately? Have they been feeling that more, do you think?
Yeah, the veils, you know, there's more intensity happening. Everything's amping up. So things that have been there, you're gonna start feeling in the more intense of it all. That's part of what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Bonnie. Any last words about the energies for this month?
Yeah, just take the ride, people. You can't stop it. You can't fight it. And resisting is futile. So eventually you're going to have to face it. So you might as well face it now.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. Amen to
Simple.
that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everybody watching live or on replay. Huge blessings. And we'll see you next month for the December energy update. Thank you so much, Bonnie. And much love to everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.